这都是平时的无聊北欧，生活非常狗血，就怕绯闻上了首页。娱乐圈我要离得远，做了坏事逃不过上帝的眼，不能成为别人的大局，被用来加以随意的抛弃，不会被考虑想逃避。我曾经被分离，我把它分歧，纹在脖子上变成华丽的身体，当外面的人都看清完你的成绩，不知不觉就到了下一个等级。喵人，人，人，What's up, bro? I'm looking for peace, looking for love, I'm looking for everything. Pray to God and I fell on my knees. I'm sick of the don't do anything anymore. I was just starving, sleeping on the floor. Part of me looking for more. Giving my heart and my arteries. How much of me do you want? You take me to bang, boom, kicking the door. They ain't doing it the same. Claim, shame. We put the fire to flame, igniting it. We hold the light in the game. Rain, go away. In my helmet lane with a throwaway. At heaven's gate, I got to pay. Cause you know idle times are what it play. My flow by post nice flow ice cold 就像太高的引擎太多的信心逐渐变成你们爱豆的阴影声音满上听期待双了被逼着上去 to make a leap to finding way congratulations please Asian this Game time, hang time, moving the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, Cross it again like it's credit, Your team crowd need to edit, yeah. I see face and credit, hold on, ooh, that's good, need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot press. They say what I say, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss often. No look, I had to boss up, get the close up when it's OT. When I'm home, see me that gold ring with that way go.
Up next, the Pacers taking on the Nuggets. For the Indiana Pacers, they can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Nuggets, Pacers, coming right up on 2K Sports.
Oh, man.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Nuggets in Denver. It's been some pretty good basketball lately for the Nuggets. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And a look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Jokic.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Jeremy Lamb out there with Brogdon. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Grant down low with Jokic. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Townsend in at the 3. Boris, what are you going to be watching about these two teams who seem to be strong up front?
Yeah, I think certainly both have guys with size who also bring incredible skill to the game. And it's really hard to win this league without at least one elite player at one of the front court positions.
Now, here's Brogdon. The pass to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Grant. That one a little long. And so Grant will bring it up for the Nuggets. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And the shot by Warren, no good. The Nuggets now on offense. Here's Townsend. The shot from the low post is good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And here are the Pacers now. Denver getting their last shot to go. So timeout call here, the first for Indiana.
And back in his day, as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, the Wizard.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
And Grant sends it back.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Count that one. And it's 6 points for the Wizard.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Pacers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Brogdon, and Grant sends it back.
Well, twice on the pipes, Jeremy Grant says no, sir.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Townsend. He's covered by Warren. Townsend gets the bucket.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Now Lamb. 12 points his last outing. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Brogdon kicks to Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lamb. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty down there.
Here's Townsend. He's covered by Warren. Townsend gets the bucket. Townsend's got 10 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Sabonis. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Brogdon outside. Here's Warren, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Well, this guy loves to take advantage of mid-range shots. T.J. Warren in his comfort zone there.
Here's Townsend. He's covered by Warren. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close. And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Warren.
See, Sabonis continues to hone that three-point shot. He has got the touch and the confidence to let it go from there.
Here's Townsend. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets, very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. Think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college, power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster. What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
To the wing on the left. Murray left side. Pass to Grant.
Oh. You've got to be kidding. Well, Jeremy Grant doing work at the rim. Don't give him any space, boy. This guy can get up.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 9-point game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Townsend. He's covered by Warren. On the wing, Harris takes the three, sinks the triple.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Harris! Here's McConnell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Brogdon outside. Hits it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Townsend. He's got 16. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Townsend's got 19 points. Pacers trail by 10. Passes to Sabonis. Outside Warren. Back to Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Again, Brogdon missing. Here's Townsend. And it's Denver scoring again.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Brogdon outside. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Pacers. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for Warren. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's McConnell. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Nuggets leading by 12. Here's Townsend. Boom, he jams it straight down.
building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's Indiana with it. Denver getting their last shot to go. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Townsend gets the bucket.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Holiday, the pass to Leaf. Now Holiday. A floater, and it's good on the layup.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Murray, the pass to Townsend, and stolen by McConnell. Here's McDermott, and finished off by McDermott.
Well, we know that Doug McDermott will run the floor hard in transition, trying to get himself into position to finish.
Here's Townsend. He's got 25. This one for three. Another three for Denver.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Grant down low with Jokic. And it's Townsend in at the three spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And here's McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Thompson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
Here's Townsend. Another three for Denver.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers, trailing by 19.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The fourth pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Townsend gets the bucket. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
McDermott with it. He's against Jokic. McDermott can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 19 points. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Townsend. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Townsend's got 38 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the Nugget, time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Last time they met was in Indiana.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Townsend gets the bucket.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Pacers trail by 21. Brogdon the pass to Thompson. Brogdon against Barton. Back to McConnell. Clock at 6. Got a hand on it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
The Pacers shooting 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. Outside Warren. Up top, Brogdon. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And again, it's Denver.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Warren. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Brogdon against Len. Trying to get open is Thompson. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Tristan is starting to develop a sense for how to find contact and working his way to the line.
The Pacers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Denver leading by 22. Here's Townsend. And he has 42. Right side, Lynn. Now the pass to Townsend. Another 3 for Denver.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me for night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Denver holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many...
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
Here we go now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Sabonis and Turner up front. Brogdon out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Warren in at the small forward position.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Pass to Sabonis. Kicks to Warren. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Yep, it counts. Townsend's got 49 points in the game.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Sabonis, the pass to Brogdon. To the inside, here's Warren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by the Wizard.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to pull this guy off.
Harris is checked in for the Nuggets. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. And you look at the Wizard, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Jeremy Grant doing just as much. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Here's Townsend. He's covered by Warren. Jokic trying to free himself up. Townsend gets the bucket. Townsend's got 53.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Dishes it to Warren. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Well, T.J. Warren, the catch-and-shoot jumper is pure.
And it's sent back by Turner. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Aaron Holiday comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Townsend, and it's Denver scoring again.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Gary Harris. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
And Indiana making a change here. Leafs checked in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The Nuggets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive number one pick, he's going number one regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so here is Indiana. Holiday looking over the floor. High, arcing shot. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Here's Townsend. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Townsend's got 59 points.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Indiana. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Townsend. McDermott with a steal. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That's his first foul. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Bull. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Pacers. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Left side, Turner to halt the run. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Townsend. He got it again. Sensational.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Murray against Holiday. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. Nuggets have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Inside. No good on that one. Good defense by Jokic. For 3, Harris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Denver making a switch here. Grant's checked in. And Indiana with a change here too. Thompson's checked in. Holiday against Harris. McConnell's scanning the floor. The wide open look here for Holiday. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Townsend. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Harris.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback whenever they need one.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Murray. And McConnell gets it to go.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Here's Townsend over McDermott. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Martin.
Substitution.
And Thompson kicks to Turner. Thompson passes to Turner. Here's Lamb. Pass to McDermott. Brogdon with it. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now. But when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Grant down low with Jokic. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Townsend in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Brogdon the pass to Thompson. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Lamb. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Harris on the double team. Got a piece of it and stolen by Harris. Here's Townsend, and yep, another basket. basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Here's Brogdon. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have two goals. Instead of one championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Here's Townsend. Again, the Nuggets score.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Knocked loose. Here's Thompson. He can't hit that time. Good defense by Jokic. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Townsend. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Harris on the double team. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Back to Lamb. Beyond the arc. The shot will not fall. And the Nuggets going the other way. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Indiana's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Some solid defense from Grant.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Yet another bucket, and there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Pacers shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Lamb kicks to Brogdon. Pass to McDermott. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Townsend hits it again. Wow. And there it is. 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nuggets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Wizard.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Brogdon on the wing. He's covered by Murray. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Substitution.
26 seconds left in the game. Here's Sumner. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Townsend. Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's Holiday. Murray with the defensive effort. Here's Townsend, and another one.
90, a legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Jeremy Lin, impressive team win.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
You left in the past. Hey, son, I'm your dad. Baby got his cash. Pretty's goofy, really going outside. Like I'm Johnny.
Yeah, here we go. Get it down with the fellas. It's the fellas down.
Hey, are you really from the field? Or are you really from the
We'll do some of that Townsend stuff. My team, from the Townsend section.
Don't do no. Just thumbing through the meal, so ill.
Is it easy for you if I took time? Would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can't take its toll. Let it run wild, this time it'll turn you on. You're saving up your feelings till it feels right.
Oh, man.
Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't cover it up anymore. You gotta play on so sharp now. And you're coming out so tough. Are you sure? You're strong enough to stay on my mind. Are you strong enough? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? We're way too young to even know if we're a moment.
I'll be up there. Yeah. Alright, let's see here what we're trying to do.
It's going to be the Jazz off the tip. So let's take a look at the starters for Columbus. They've got Nikola Jokic. Kobe is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Odom and Stoudemire in at the power forward. And that one hits back iron. Now Lillard. Pass to Jokic. Hornacek against Bryant. Good work defensively by Hornacek.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Columbus. Shot from 12. And Stoudemire with the basket on the assist by Odom.
I like how confident Stoudemire is in the paint. I mean, really good at getting the position he wants inside.
Hornacek kicks to Russell. And the pass to Stockton. Malone. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Outside Odom. Pass to Lillard. Six to shoot. Puts it up from 15. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
The shot's good from Stockton.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Lillard looking around. Outside, Kobe. The rebound by Malone.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hornacek passes to Stockton. Shoots over Lillard. Stockton's shot is good. And it's a tie ball game.
You know, Stockton is really clever when it comes to scoring inside. Not the biggest guy, but he finds a way to get the job done.
And Lillard kicks to Bryant. Passes it to Jokic. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Stockton. Pass to Malone. Over Lillard. Again, the Jazz score.
Boy, Malone has a deadly jump shot, especially from the mid-range. Doesn't get any better watching him knock that down.
Lillard outside. He dishes it to Bryant. The shot, no good. And it's Utah the other way. Stockton outside. There's the pass to Hornacek. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game for the Jazz. Poster tags checked in for Foster. And it's Anderson in for John Stockton. 1:27 left to play here in the first. Malone passes to Ostertag. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And so here's Columbus. Lillard, right side, outside Odom. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Kobe against Hornacek. Pass to Anderson. Malone with it. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I like the touch from Malone inside there. I mean, one of the most accomplished scorers in the game, without a doubt.
Kobe against Anderson. Bryant looking over the floor. over Anderson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
The mid-range stroke of Bryant. You got to admire that. I mean, he's got a terrific feel from here.
Hornacek. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Pass it to Kobe. He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. First quarter, wrap it up here, and clock it's a tie ball game. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for Columbus, Damian Lillard out there with the Wizards, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Jordan, and it's Odom in at the small forward position. Here's Isley, following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Shoots. The shot by Isley, no good.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Here's Townsend. Pass to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Here's Jokic. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Looking at who's out there for Columbus, Paul Pierce is checked in for Odom. And it's Rose in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Anderson. No points in the game yet for him. 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Isley, no good. Columbus leading by 5. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Townsend. Ostertag defending. Rose against Anderson. Over Rose. Another miss by Utah.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And there's the pass to Townsend. Jordan trying to free himself up. Townsend gets the bucket. Townsend's got the lead up to 7 now for Columbus. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys, if for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
For the Jazz, Foster comes in for Carr, and Stockton subbed in for Isaac. And Columbus also making a change. Fareed is checked in. Now here's Anderson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Stockton. Shot to stop the run. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
You've got to close out on Stockton now. He's a deadly three-point shooter and has textbook form.
And the officials, a backcourt violation. Not very careful there. For the Jazz, Karl Malone's checked in for Ostertag. Russell comes in for Keith. And it's Hornacek in for Anderson. Hornacek outside. Passes it to Malone. Back to Hornacek. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I like how Hornacek goes into the contact there. Doesn't shy away from it. Really smart at finding ways to draw fouls and get to the line.
at the line for two.
And so Hornacek nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Townsend. A minute 50 left here in the second. To the paint. And Fareed kicks to Jordan. Over Foster. Shot clock at 2. The whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first half. Hornacek outside. Out left to the wing. Tries it from 19. Another miss by Utah.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
For Columbus, they've made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter. Stockton up top. He's covered by Rose. Hornacek outside. Rebound by Columbus. And here's Rose outside. And it's Foster with the rebound. Utah trails by 4. Here's Stockton. Banked in off the glass. Stockton's got 5 points now in the quarter. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. The pass to Jordan. Out to the wing. Here's Townsend. Columbus again can't hit.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Shot from the wing. And again, it's Utah.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for Columbus. And now the first timeout called here for Columbus. Here's Rose. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Warren. Here's Dawkins. With 4 seconds on the clock. They get it back. Townsend. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Columbus leads by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from John Stockton.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Foster is out there at the line. Then there's John Stockton. Then it's Jeff Hornacek. And it's Russell in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, I like the awareness Rose shows there, guys. I mean, good feel that time from Rose to put it up right off the catch.
Stockton with it. Over Stoudemire. Here's Malone. It counts. And the foul. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Utah shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And Columbus making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
Passes to Kobe. And the layup's good off the glass. And Columbus leads by 4.
And Brian, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Outside, Russell. Pass to Hornacek from downtown. That one, no good. And Columbus the other way now. Stoudemire, the pass to Odom. Now Lillard. From deep three-point range. Here's Jordan. Bucket is good. Now it's a 6-point Columbus lead.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Utah calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Different look for Utah. Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Foster. Keefe comes in for Russell, and it's Anderson in for Hornacek. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Stockton against Lillard. The pass to Malone. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Utah shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight, and he makes the first. Jokic has checked in for Columbus. And he can't hit the second. Columbus leading by 5. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Shots good by Kobe.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Stockton against Jokic. Launches it. Rebound by Columbus. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Lillard against Stockton. Lets it go from the wing. Outside, Kobe. Jokic kicks to Bryant. Clock at 6. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Pass to Odom. 1:49 left in the third. From the baseline. A rebound by Malone. Malone's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Keefe passes to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Utah. To the wing right side. Odom against Malone. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. And now just a 4-point Columbus lead. Now a timeout call by Columbus. Russell, he's checked in for Utah. Columbus also making some changes. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Pierce comes in for Lamar Odom. And it's the Wizard in for Bryant. Lillard, the pass to Townsend. Back to Lillard. It's Pierce on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. Another shot. Here's Faried. And it's blocked.
And Ostertag showing his intensity on defense. A big guy who takes pride in his shot block.
Lillard against Stockton. Columbus again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Anderson. And Faried sends it back.
Hey, the terrific instincts and timing that Faried has, coupled with his reach, that lets him block a lot of shots.
Right side, Pierce. Faried, left side. Fires from deep. Townsend, no good. Good defense by Jokic. And we've reached the end of the third. Columbus out in front, up by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Hornacek. And so in the game for Columbus. Kenneth Faried is out there with Jokic. Then it's Pierce. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Townsend. And at the 2. Outside, Russell fires the 3. Rebound by Columbus. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Foster against Lillard. Pass to Pierce. Back to Lillard from outside the arc. Here's Jokic.
And, you know, the potential the Joker has is exciting. Jokic, a big man who can score, pass, and rebound, and do all of those well.
The first one falls. Some changes for Columbus. Warren's checked in for Pierce, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Good on both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pass to Ostertag. He kicks it to Hornacek. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Foster. Rebound by Rose.
You know, that's not a great matchup, guys. He forced it against outstanding defense.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside Warren. Columbus needs to get off a shot. Off target with his 3.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they can use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Hornacek passes to Ostertag. Back to Hornacek. Anderson outside. Outside Russell. From deep. Rebound by Columbus. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Faried outside. And there's the pass to Townsend. from 13. Here's Fareed. And no good that time. So Utah will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Malone comes in for Ostertag, and Stockton subbed in for Anderson. Odom against Russell. Now here's Odom. He's covered closely. They get it again. Jordan. Here's Stoudemire. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And Columbus leads by 5. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Stockton. Malone down low. Working on Stoudemire. Here's Foster, and it's Foster finishing it up.
Oh, I love watching Stockton share the ball. He does it with such a calm. He's unselfish and always looking for the open man.
A timeout call by Columbus. They're ahead by 3. 1:49 left in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Jokic, he's checked in for Columbus. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
And with that, the Columbus lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Karl Malone.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Outside, Kobe. Here's Jokic. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Stoudemire against Stockton. A shot off that time. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Columbus. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And it goes down 2 points. And it's a 7-point Columbus lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And Utah making a change here. Ostertag's checked in. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 7. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
I agree with you. Time is not on their side, but that's really their only hope, so I'm sure that's what they'll try to do.
Ball's knocked loose. Stoudemire. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Malone.
Yeah, Stoudemire really one of the deadliest big men in the game. His combination of power and speed and finishing, wow, unique.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Davis against Lillard. Outside Odom. And so Columbus takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Garnett, also Johnson out there. And it's Hassel in at the two-guard spot. Gasol rebounded by Odom.
Ooh, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And it's Lillard missing.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Hassel, the pass to Johnson, and it's sent back by Jokic. And he recovers it. Johnson can't get it to go.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
A three-pointer's right on target.
And I love how Odom stretches the floor. They're always ready to shoot from distance when the defense isn't focused.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Now Garnett. Out to the right wing. Feet away. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempt they had.
Passes it to Odom. Here's Stoudemire. Over Garnett. Stoudemire, no good. Garnett with it. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Sprewell, and he dunks it right on Lamar Odom.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now here's Lillard. The pass to Odom. Stoudemire kicks to Lillard. He's off on that one.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Here's Garnett. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Garnett, a vocal leader, always trying to psych his guys up and get into the head of the opponent.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Here's Lillard. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Bryant from deep three-point range. That shot is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Hoiberg. Here's Garnett. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Garnett's got 5.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the...
loose shit.
Sacrifice it all just to get in on this watch. You can't even move alone when you decide. All my dogs, we ain't making on a big shot. You gon' hear my songs even if it switch spots. When we on the at the pit stop, then we at the quick stop. Bet you never ever thought we'll be this side. Now you gon' remember all them nights we missed on. Yeah. Bet I won't forget about them nights we missed on. Back when it was making hits on 26 block. Pick up a lid on, feeling like a big dog. Baby, my shit, I'm never giving up on the spot. Hope she ain't bitter when I tell her. I'm probably never gonna lip lock. Louis V slippers and they don't even sip it. Truly committed and now I'm winning off of 6 songs. If you didn't know, with a Benji origami, in the highest mountain in the Rockies. So proud to Harley with me in Miami, and I could take a chance and I'm winning on the mixtape. If you do your dance, you could probably get your best paid. Never let a hater come in here and try to dictate. What you saying? How much dollars just to get in on your wristwatch? You can't even move alone when you decide. Dogs, we ain't making on the big shot. You gon' hear my songs even if it switch spots. When we on the myself and follow no script. Yeah, you don't know who I am, just look what I did. Yeah. So tell me the curse that I watch on your wrist before I let that bus go. I remember cold days at the W when I was down bad. I was bust broke up though, like I'm working at a Cutco. 22 days, really with a rush show. Mad as my soul when everything I touch in the gold zone. Talk about to make it too difficult, even being home. Yeah, my lights on the biblical, let my go. So we hit the road, a tally pick and roll. And I ain't never looking back on old same that I used to get with on some my single mode switch. And I can never blame I don't know why. Probably ain't nobody told him. Sacrifice it all just to get a new TikTok. Never gonna stop. Sacrifice it all just to get a new wristwatch. You can't even move alone when you decide. All my dogs, we ain't making on a big shot. You gon' hear my songs even if switch spots. When we on a at the pit stop, then we at the quick stop. Bet you never ever thought we'll be this side. Now you gon' remember all them nights.
Dude, like Robin, Rolex diamonds, 50 flip flops for styling, buy brown Rolex diamonds, ayy, like Robin, Rolex diamonds, ayy, I do like Robin, 50 flip flops from styling, like Robin, 50 flip flops from styling, like Batman, know that just know that I'm, just left church, I'm wildin', poppin' around Rolex diamonds, Rolex diamonds, she don't wanna leave, she vibin', I just left church, I'm wildin', I'm wildin'. Fendi flip flops, I'm styling. Heat it up, heat it up, heat it. No sit, riding up.
I need something to believe. At the center position, 7 feet, number 15, Nikola Jokic.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. So let's take a look at the starters for Columbus. We've got Stoudemire. Bryant is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Odom. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Now, here's George. Kobe with the... Outside Odom. Outside Bryant. At the elbow, Jokic. The rebound by the Bucks.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
It's good from long range.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
They get the rebound. Stoudemire, the pass to Odom. Here's the 3. Columbus again can't hit. And you know, during this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores, come on, man. Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Odom following the basket by Giannis. No good with the wing jumper. As you said,